Howdy, hello, and welcome to Alpha Phenomenon Gaming. We're here today. We're going to be answering the question in Season 3 of Disney's Speedstorm. Is the game pay to win, or is it still an enjoyable, free-to-play experience for all players regardless of the currency and real-world money that you put into the game? Now, if you'll stay with me throughout this video, we have to go back to begin when Season 2, the Toy Story season, was live. I put a video, I'll put it on screen right now, about why you should take advantage of the Founders Pack and purchase that now versus waiting and missing out when it goes free to play. I had somebody comment on my video. Now, I'm a smaller channel, so I don't get many comments. So when I do, I can give them a little more attention, and I wanted to bring this up because it's a very valid point, and more to the point, now that Season 3 has been released, maybe they could see the future, who knows. But the comment says as follows: there isn't a world where this game doesn't consistently match 2 to 3 star racers with 5-star racers, so it incentivizes you to spend money to get to their level. Trying to convince yourself that won't be the case is delusional. The game will consistently push players towards being whales and buying shards and level up materials. 100% pay to win, masquerading as free to play. No better than a mobile game. Hard pass. I'd rather play Mario Kart. Now, here was my response, and as you can see on screen, it's pretty lengthy. Based on my time with the game, I would say that it's never shown any signs of being pay to win in any capacity. If anything, it's actively trying to give Founders Pack players, who are in early access technically, all the tools and materials to unlock and progress without paying. They have mentioned that Season 3 will offer the chance to buy certain currency, but mostly, as with most free-to-play games, the time you put in will yield what your results are. I'm not saying that it's a perfect game, and I don't like how free-to-play can give some players concerns about pay-to-win, but that's simply false with Disney's Speedstorm. In the Season 2 build of the game, that part is very important, guys. If you also listen to my podcast I linked, which I'll put in the comments below, you'll see that the community Q&A answered a lot of questions about this and provided feedback regarding the future of the game. I would never make a 21-minute video haphazardly knowing that it was or had any intention to be pay to win. As a guy who works 50-hour weeks, more than most jobs, I have even less time to put into any games, so I would never give time to something that wasn't fun or had a pay-to-win model. That'd simply be a waste of my time if I did. I hope this response helps, and I'm happy to talk more about any concerns in a future video or podcast, of which I post on both of those media platforms on a semi-regular basis. Of course, like I said, 50-hour weeks when I can. Usually a lot of that is in my evening time or on the weekends. But guys, that was from 2 weeks ago, and I feel like that's a very, very important place to start this video, because I'm going to talk about what a casual player looks like versus everyone else, or anyone else really, because that's going to play a factor as well. One of the biggest frustrations with the ranked multiplayer is the fact that anybody can be any level when you're in a particular rank. So if you're just starting out, you're in bronze rank or gold rank, or you're trying to work your way up to at least emerald, right? So you can get to the MPR 16, so you can at least get some decent rewards. For that specific character, you're trying to level up some shards, some upgrade materials, etc. And you won't lose MPR until you get to emerald at 16. So you want to at least try, but you keep getting last place, and the more you race, the more you're consistently matching with the same people over and over again who are consistently beating you because they have a higher level racer. Yeah, that's frustrating. That's not pay to win, but that's frustrating. That's just an issue with matchmaking, if you ask me. And I'm hoping that the team in Gameloft Studios and the people who maybe go online and watch the videos from the fans, maybe they can see this and they can speak on improvements. And I think that once the game goes free to play and the lobbies really start to fill up with more than just the Founder Pack players, maybe that will level out to be a little more even. And that's why it's the way it is currently. But right now, at the beginning of Season 3 in the current build, it is frustrating because you can be a 2 or 3 star racer matching against any number of star racer, but more so than that, level is king. Not so much star ranking. Star ranking is better, stats across the board, sure. But if you're like a level 30, 1 star, and you're playing against a 2-star racer who's level 15, sure, there's a chance based on the randomness of getting items that you could lose, but chances are the higher level racer, regardless of number of stars, is going to win. And that's kind of where I think, because the person leaving this comment probably hasn't played the game, they probably don't know the nuances of Speedstorm like I do, like anybody watching this video might know. So that's why I bring that up. And then it also stated, the game will constantly push players towards being whales and buying shards and level up materials. Now, here's the good news. You can buy all the shards in the world with your real life money. You can do the packs, the $5, all that junk. I'll get more on that later in the video. But really, at the end of the day, you can never ever buy materials. And it's never going to let you buy upgrade materials. And that is a saving grace. I think one of the good things. Nobody, if they get their levels super high, oh, I have a 5-star Jumba, but I can't find snow cones. And currently that's my problem. I have a 3-star Jumba, and I can't find any damn snow cones anywhere. I gotta wait for more snow cones to come my way because, well, let's just face it, that is how they're choosing to balance the game. And they're making you work for it. So instead of grinding out all at once and then maybe not playing their game, they want to keep the retention there. They want to keep the players there. And, well, that's kind of where they're at with it. I actually don't mind that. That's not even the problem for me. The problem is, well, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Alright guys, we are here in the game live and we are looking at the main menu. Now, I'm on PlayStation, so look at the top. The touchpad is how I'm going to get into the shop. Now, it had a special offer available, so it took me straight to the daily specials. I do not know what that offer was, but this saves us time because if you go up, you're going to see right here the season coins. Now, they changed their logo slightly, but that's irrelevant. You can now buy all of these season coins for a specific cost. Buying coins with coins, that's how they're doing it. 500 Speedstorm tokens, 1,000 Speedstorm, 2,000, 6,000. It progresses. Now keep that 5,000 in there for 10,000 readily available, because 500 of those will also get you, instead of that 10,000, will get you a season box. Of course, right now, Lilo and Stitch. Previously, it was Toy Story and Monsters Incorporated before it. But this will give you exclusively content from this season only. And there are epic items, rare items, common items, so on. Now, if we go down, we're going to see that the currencies are right here. You can get 200 for $1.99. Now, remember how I said 500 for a season box, or 500 for 10,000 coins? Right here is a $5 pack for 530. So, if we think about that, guys, for $5 we can open one of these boxes, or for $5 we can get 10,000 season coins. Now, what do the season coins get you? They get you the universal box. 10,000 for $5. So, for $5 you have a choice. You get a universal box or you get a season box. And guys, let me just go ahead and tell you right here, they're both the same. You're going to get 3 items. Only one's going to be season specific and one's going to be generic. I'll even spend 10,000 right now just to show you an example of what you get. I don't get this animation. We're going to skip it. And it shows you here the Olympian Gods is 1 reward. We got 1 singular Mulan shard and 1 singular Celia May shard. Now, whoop-de-doo, right? Great. If we needed 1 shard to level somebody to the next star ranking, that might be fantastic. But that was a $5 purchase right there. Boom, $5 out the window. Obviously, I had coins I've earned in the game, so I didn't actually spend $5. But had you no coins to spend, you would buy them. And that right there, 1 shard for 2 characters and a common, you know, crew member, it's going to be $5. Now let's keep going. $10, you get $11.50. So that's 2 of those boxes, or 20,000 shards. So on, double it. Now you get 24 for $20, and that's going to be 4 of those boxes plus some spare change. Now you get 400 extra, so if you have a little bit of extra conversion, you might get an extra bonus box. But the more you buy, the more you're going to notice there aren't any like, thank you for spending more money, here's so many coins or tokens at this point, plus a bonus amount. Even if it's BS and they want to just make you feel like you're getting more, they could have been like, here's here's a $13,000 vault of tokens, but you get a bonus 500 because you spent $100. Guys, I don't have the math on me at this exact moment, but if we open a calculator and we just simply do the math here, 13,500 divided by 500 is 27. So 27 boxes. That's totally fine. If you want to spend 27 boxes, let's take a look. 27 boxes, you get a 5.6% chance to get 2 to 8 shards for Stitch, 1.54% chance for all of these epic crew members. Again, 2 to 8 shards, 0.05% chance. That is insanely low, limited numbers. You're almost never going to get Lilo or Captain Gantu. And to get 2 to 8 as a random number, that's even crazier. And then there's a 5.32% chance to get the rare crew members. Now if we jump down to common items, Jumba and Angel are commons, 5% chance, 2 to 8 again, but then a 10% chance to get the common crew members, of course, because they are less likely to be used once you earn the better, obviously smarter to use crew members. But that's just one man's opinion. Okay guys, so the next thing I want to talk about is what a casual player is versus literally anybody else playing this game. Now I'm going to put a few things on screen here, so we're going to work through this. And this I have done the math for. Working 8 hours daily. Working a day job, you're a regular Joe. I'm going to assume you have roughly 4 hours of free time after work before you have to hit the sack, and that's being conservative. We all know that we are addicted to our phones, to our screens, to whatever it is our vice is currently, and that we usually give ourselves less time to sleep. Now, I'm being conservative for the sake of this video in stating 4 hours daily you have free time after an 8-hour work day, and then you have to hit the sack and get ready for the next day. Now, if you do 4 hours daily plus 5 days a week that you're working, assuming you have a full-time position, you're getting 20 hours weekly that you're able to spend in Disney Speedstorm. If that's what you're playing, we're doing this hypothetically, of course. You might want to split this time between this and a different game or other things you want to do in the evening. But we're saying we're playing Speedstorm 20 hours a week. Now, it's been a long week, you're tired, you're excited, you're working for the weekend, and boom, it's come, you're rejoicing. The weekend, of course, being Saturday and Sunday, 5 of those 8 hours you would normally work are going to be used here, accounting for any errands, chores, or other responsibilities that you may have. plus those 4 hours from the week that you still have during the weekdays at 4 hours at night, which gives you 9 hours a day that you're able to spend on Disney Speedstorm, just grinding it out, having a great time. That's going to put you at 18 hours on the weekend that you're able to play. 18 hours Saturday, Sunday that you're able to spend in that 48 hours. You're, of course, spending 8 hours in bed each night, making 16 hours of sleep, making good decisions, which means 18 hours of playtime on the weekend. Nothing else matters on the weekend but Disney Speedstorm, minus those errands I aforementioned. Bun to the bum, drum roll please. We have a 7-day total of 38 hours of in-game time. I'll even go as far as to round up to 40 hours because we both know I'm being conservative and we're probably going to hit that 40 hours a week playing games. That being said, guys, a casual player to me, based on these stats, would be somebody playing around 40 hours every week. If you're playing more than 40 hours, if you're putting 50, 60, 70 plus hours into the game, you are not in the category of a casual player. You're playing this game way more competitively, way more intentionally, and you're going for the gold, which means you're probably going to find it more, understandable, or you're going to justify the purchase of coins in the game, boxes in the game, whereas a casual player is probably wondering, well, if I just play this casually 40 hours a week, am I going to be on the same level as the guy who puts $100 every season into the game? Because if you're putting more than $100 into the game every season, man, I need to know what your job is first of all, because that's probably paying real well to support that. But getting back on track, of course, we come to the end of the video where I ask the very simple question in the title of this video: is Disney Speedstorm pay to win? To be honest with you, I do think it has a lot of predatory systems in place. An easy fix for that would be that $5 box you get for $500. Drop it down to $2. The first price, nobody in their right mind is going to spend that $2 for nothing. Like, you don't even get enough coins to buy one box for $2. Why would anybody purchase that pack? That's a spit in the face to the fans, to the players, to everybody. Make the $500 $3. You don't have to keep it $2. You can raise it $1, make it $3. Make it $2, everybody will rejoice, but probably not. So make it $3, okay? Drop it $2. And why is that? I say because $5 is a nice middle round number that people remember, and they're like, oh, $5, man, $5 is quite a bit. But if you think about it, you're like, oh, $3 for a box? Huh, interesting. Okay, $3 isn't too bad. That isn't too bad. And make sure you keep that conversion all the way up the ladder. If you just change one box cost, $3 for 500, and then you keep everything the way that it is, people are going to have so many email receipts from buying $3 boxes consistently that it's going to be obnoxious. So keep that conversion rate going upward. Make the boxes $3 across all pools of currency purchases and bundles, and you might just be more acceptable for the cost that you're doing. Season 2 was not this bad. Season 2 didn't even have currency. I was feeling great about my life. I have a full 16 out of 16 completion for the Toy Story season. I have every single crew member, every single racer. I earned them easily. I got them all to level 20. I couldn't get many of them up to 30 except for I think two racers I got to 30, but 3 could not make it. So if in the previous build you have racers who are hard to level up before this, I don't know, the teeth are showing a little bit. And I guess it's up to Gameloft to decide if Season 4, when it goes officially free to play in September, if they're going to keep it the way it is or if they're going to make some last minute adjustments, because it will make or break their game. Thank you so much for tuning into the video. I really appreciate it when you check out my videos. Thank you again if you made it to the end. It is a longer video, but I had to break down free-to-play and a lot of the aspects of the game. Stay tuned for more content here on Alpha Phenomenon Gaming. We are a variety gaming channel, so not just Speedstorm, but other videos will be up, hopefully soon. And check out my podcast if you have the time, guys. Phat Love Talk. I would love to have you join me there, and we can have longer conversations, of course, in my podcast than we can here on YouTube, and I would love to have you be a part of that. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I will see you on the next episode here on Alpha Phenomenon Gaming.